Good day, my beautiful people. I hope everything is good and all is well with all of you. Momos! We back! It's here. Maria. We are checking out Hwa Sa's lead single out of her first mini album, Maria. Title track, Maria. We're gonna get it. I'm super excited about this release. I was super stoked when we watched the intro video for it, and I'm glad that all of you enjoyed the video for the intro out of her first mini album. And I'm super excited to watch this video with you and to react to this video. Y'all know we are going to search for a great baseline per usual. We are going to see, what is what, how things are, how, what is the musical mindset in this production. I'm very, very curious about it. Super stoked. We're searching for a great baseline. We're checking out and trying to seek, some really cool details within the arrangement for the song. And we're just gonna appreciate the talent. One of my favorite altos within the industry, and I just love her. Her voice is one of my favorite voices ever, and we're just gonna get it. We're gonna watch it. Hwa Sa, Maria, let's get it. Ooh. Okay. I didn't expect that. She looks stunning. Okay. Oh. That's a cool sample. Oh, yeah. Ooh. Oh, I love the sub bass. That's great sub bass. Oh, I love the minimalism all the way and the analog synthesizers. Drum sample or a drum sampler, an 808 kind of a hi-hat and everything. Love the bass line. I love those ambient synthesizers, atmosphere synthesizers. Ooh, yeah. Claps. Ooh. Oh! Wow, that's cool. Wait, this is dope. Ooh, gang vocals. Love the gang vocals. Ooh. Very groovy. I love it. It's so cool. Ooh. Whoa, there's so much happening, like music-wise and video-wise and everything. She looks stunning. I love the multiple sets and everything. This is dope. I love how the choruses get very, very groovy and, a little more dancey. But the verses are very, very minimalistic. Oh. I love these vocals. Beautiful octaves, love it. A little stompy, right, on the second part of the chorus. Ooh, okay, dance break. Ooh. I love the sample, like the vocal sample. Okay, we get some Latin feel, okay, within this. Okay. Some salsa rhythm, salsa grooves. It's great. We started in a double time for some reason. thought it was a time signature change, but it wasn't. It was just like in a double time. Ooh. Ooh, okay. Ooh, ooh. Oh, it's all of them. Oh, that's so sweet. Oh. That was so cute. That was such a cute ending. Oh. She found her girls. She found her girls. That's so sentimental. Oh, but music-wise, wow. Wow. Yo, this is really, really dope. This was a really, really dope production in a sense that we get this trap vibe, pop like vibe, right? We get a very cool double timing, right? To kind of accelerate to the last chorus and the outro, right? So we get that. We get a lot of beautiful tones within the arrangement, right? We get a lot of beautiful ambient synth sounds, right? Very airy synth sounds, kind of mood setters, right? So that would, set the mood, set the vibe. 808 drum sampler, with some hi-hats, beautiful bass drum, a snare drum, a very deep tone snare drum. I love it. It's very, very cool with those also. Those 808 hi-hats, they're very, very compressed. They're very high-pitched, right? And they're cutting through the mix, very, very clearly. And you can really, recognize an 808 kind of a hi-hat sound. I love the sub bass within this, this very deep tone, dark, subby synth bass that we have here, and it's beautiful with that little kind of a semitone run there in the middle. Ooh, I love it. Ooh, it's really, really cool. Love the vocal sample that we get. I love the gang vocals. The vocals I feel like are the key here, within this track, apart from the overall groove for it. The vocals, starting off, from the harmonies, the add vocals, the gang vocals, right? Even the octaves that we hear, on the hook there, right? It's genius. It's beautiful. It's incredible. It's awesome to hear, multiple Hwa Sas within the gang vocals, right? And you can clearly, see, both sides of her vocal kind of manner and tone when it comes to, when she sings, within her lower register, and then she switches to her falsetto, and when those octaves, are going within the production, you can hear, how unique her voice, actually is with, just a little simple trick, just singing octaves. It's just brilliant. I love her vocal tones. I love the vocal production on this song very, very much so. I love her, kind of like those lead vocals that we hear. I love the production on those as well. There's a lot of compression on it, it's more of a stereo sounding, recording for the vocals, which is really, really cool because we hear, some slight panning from the right to the left, right? And then, the mono vocals, that are coming straight through, within the mix, and it's just great, having this kind of 3D, a little 3D kind of a sound effect, surround sound kind of an effect. It's really, really cool. I love it. There's not a lot of reverb within those vocals because the track is very, very detailed, and instrument packed and sample packed. So if we would put, very, very reverbed, and hauled out vocals, it would sound very, very mushy and very, very muddy. But this is very, very, compressed, super clean, super, like well recorded and well done. And I just loved it. I love the breakdown kind of a section, right? This kind of a salsa kind of a thing. And that is why, afterwards, after that salsa kind of a moment, right? Because we change tempos. And just the rhythmic pattern, and the emphasis within the rhythm, right? That changes within that dance break, and to kind of get back, and to accelerate to the last chorus and the outro, and the end of the song initially, I automatically, started counting, within double time, and then I was just a little confused why, whether there's, a time signature change, whether that is a tempo change, right? So could be also, an increase, within the tempo itself, the beats per minute and everything. But it's really, really cool. It's super, super groovy. I love, how we hear, this very diverse kind of vocal spectrum, from Hwa Sa. I love that we hear, this kind of very urban approach to modern pop music, right? Within this production, because of the structure for the song, because of all the elements that have been incorporated, that we use a lot within music, and that we use a lot within the mainstream kind of a pop music. But her approach within the production, and the approach on mixing the song and arranging the song in general, right? And just picking out these certain details, starting off from the vocal sample, drum sample, how many harmonies we get, add vocals, gang vocals, and everything, and this kind of Latin approach mid song. It's a very, very cool kind of way of arranging and making music, for the mainstream kind of music market. And it's great. Like, I was so looking forward to this, and I love it. This is definitely a track that should be blasting on and repeat, and I will surely be blasting it on repeat because I enjoy it very, very much so. We will definitely be doing a first listen to the entire mini album. I'm very, very curious what she has, planned, and everything. I'm very much so looking forward to it, and just, picking more, details, and just seeing, what is what, and what was kind of, her mindset, when she was making, the mini album and everything. And it's so far from, like the intro that we have heard, and now the title track that we have heard, I feel like this is it's gonna be a spectacular mini album, and it's great. It's definitely something that you can leave in the background if you wish. It's definitely a song, and also possibly a mini album that whether you just vibe to it, but whether you play it whenever you go on a drive and anything like that, or you're just having a good old a dance party at your house, right? It's just great. It's definitely a very, very super, super catchy song, because of those vocals that we hear, the initially that sing the hook for the song, and also that the synthesizers are doing, and some samples are doing, within this production. So and it's just really cool, these simple kind of details, and maybe sometimes, for some, maybe it might be, even cliche details, and maybe even cliche, tones and instrument choices and everything. But, I mean, shows how music, wonderful, how wonderful the music is, right? And how much you can do with, the same instruments, tones that you have, and how you utilize them, and it's great. I love this. This is super catchy. Like, I'm still kind of thinking about it, and the video is beautiful, right? I was very confused at the start because of the crime scene kind of a moment and everything, but it's beautifully shot. I love the contrast. I love her different looks. I love the dance looks really, really cool as well. She looked stunning. The dancers looked stunning. They danced beautifully, right? And then we get this kind of a very harmonic, sentimental kind of a moment with the rest of Mamamoo joining her for this kind of final kind of closure, right? For it, and kind of this opening of a new chapter. What is Hwa Sa and Mamamoo, and and Hwa Sa being within Mamamoo. Yeah, this is very very cool, very very awesome, and I will be blasting this on a repeat. Let me know what are your favorite songs from the mini album, and I will see you very very soon when we will do the first listening to the mini album, because I'm very much still looking forward to it, and I want to see what is what, and how things sound, and I very much still want to pick on details within this mini album, and I'm very curious. I'm very curious. I want to know. I want to figure out what is happening, within Hwa Sa's kind of creative mind and kind of creative process, and I want to figure out more, what kind of a musician she is, right? I mean, she's dope. She's cool, right? And I just love her vocals in general as well, and she's definitely one of those musicians and singers that you can learn from a lot, especially if you're learning, vocals, if you're learning, how to sing and everything. And she's definitely, kind of role model kind of material that you can, learn a lot from. So definitely let me know, what are your favorite tracks? I want to know. We will of course listen to the entire, mini album and everything. But I want to know, what are your favorite songs from the mini album? And I will leave you to that. Always remember to be good, be kind, rock and roll. And I will see y'all very, very soon with a new video. Cheers!